Well. No, it's about time we actually get something like this. Explosive chain battle. No. You're probably wondering, why am I talking about this? Well, as you can see, it has been officially announced that explosive chain battle, one of, if not the most ridiculous modes in the game, is finally getting removed. Now, there are reasons as to why this is being removed, and this is coming from a player feedback. As we can see, reading from Gresh's tweet, big shout out to Gresh for translating the summary of what he basically said. So, here's another roadmap that provides absolutely no information other than content restructuring. I'm assuming this just means that they're designing how content is basically being distributed each and every 2 weeks or so, and how the game is progressing throughout the entirety of the next couple of years down the line. That's basically how it is. One of them is going to be Explosive Chain Battle. So after the 39th Chain Battle this January, they're going to remove it. This decision was basically based off of the feedback of many users, including myself, because I really hated Chain Battle. One of the biggest struggles, in my opinion, when it comes to Chain Battle, and as you can see on here, one of the biggest struggles is this. Now, you're probably thinking like, that's not bad, right? You're giving the enemy and you have all these units that you can use to essentially beat, or at least deal damage to the enemy. But the main point of Explosive Chain Battle is to deal the highest damage. And in order to do the highest damage you can, you have to use specific units like these. And there will be some cases like previous Chain Battles where not many players are going to have some of these units. The only units I mostly have are, I think I still have you, I forget. Android 16, I have you. I haven't EC'd her because I'm too freaking lazy at this point. And some of the crossover units, some players don't even have a lot of crossover units. Some players don't, I'll be honest with you. And it's basically happened in the previous chain battles. I think ever since the first one came out, if I remember, it's like 2020, it was actually pretty doable. I think it was like one of the few times I got up to at least 1%. It was the top 1% per se. But I think that was it. At that time, Chain Battle became progressively harder and harder to at least reach 100 mil. Not because of the units restrictions, but also like the categories and all that stuff. It's just very, very difficult. And it's not just that. The friend line for most characters that we have to stick with either sucked or you were not very lucky. Or you were, and you still managed to get a very terrible score, or you found a really good lineup, and you got a really high score. This is due to the fact that the friend system sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I've heard content creators talking about this. I do have my own personal bias about this. This is because of the friend system. And as you can see, oh wow, it's so good, right? It's because of the freaking look at the lineup right here. This lineup is so good, actually. Yeah, you know I could not reach that. You know I could not reach that. Even with a decent lineup like this, you knew I couldn't reach that lineup. If maybe there's like one more Vegito in there or so, or like a T-War or an SSR, it could have worked perfectly fine. Nope. Let's just do this instead. And like I said, I'm not really a big fan of it, so hence the reason why I didn't like Chain Battles, because of the friend system. But it's also related towards, like, if you wanted to get a good score, you had to have units that have at least all but one or two links that are not there. You need to be a pretty damn good whale, or please at least be a whale. Have like SSRs and all that stuff. But also have a friend that is basically a whale in general. And that really takes up a lot of time, because not many players are whaled out to the max, like some content creators that you've seen out there, aka Truth, but still. This is like my only complaint, and I'm pretty sure they took that complaint from other players as well, as you can see. Hence the reason why they actually are planning to remove it after the the 39th chain battle, which I don't know when it's coming out, but or did it happen already? I don't know. I haven't kept track. They feel that discontinuing the mode and investing their time into other new events, the content will be better timed with their resources. Hell yeah, thank God. And it's very fun. It's very funny to say because the last time they revamped or removed a feature when was it? Was it Battlefield? I think it was when Battlefield 1.0 came out back in 2016. They removed it entirely and then brought it back. I think like a couple years later, like a year later down the line, and it revamped it to 2.0. Maybe they're removing it to revamp the system or bring in some new content that basically makes explosive chain battle, or at least takes explosive chain battle to another level, but completely different essentially. Hopefully, a better way to utilize the friend system, even though the friend system sucks. Hopefully they take note of that, because really that's pretty much the only big thing about this. They plan to cover skill orbs and other rewards throughout other content, which makes sense actually. You know, nowadays skill orbs are pretty easy to obtain through the Whis event or something like that. It's really not that hard actually. Sometimes you have to go through other events to get skill orbs, or similar events essentially to get new skill orbs, but it's still pretty doable. It's pretty easy to get, not gonna lie. In terms of this, my opinion is that it's a great decision. Thank God. As you can see. Oh, should have kept the chain battle, get rid of the world tournaments. Funny enough, actually. Funny enough. I still haven't done the world tournament and we have 6 hours left. God. Oh yeah, that's fun. Do I feel like going into the 51st world tournament? I don't know, man. I gave up on the world tournament some time ago, and yet I still have to do at least a little bit of it. But that's fine, you know. I might as well blow this. Sure. At least this is a good decision, though. But I want your guys' opinion on this, though. Let me know how you guys feel about explosive chain battle being removed from the game. I think, like I said, this is a great decision. There's so much more they can do. If they want to rebuild or improve content and hopefully manage the friend system a little better, they could do that perfectly fine. They may not be able to copy a friend system like how One Piece Stretch Goose does it, where they can mirror their goddamn leads and have them as automated created friends, or yeah, automated friends. They could do something like that, but I'm pretty sure they won't, because potentially they could lose money, and we don't. I don't think they would, honestly. That's just my guess. Maybe they would, but who knows? Who knows? Let me know what you guys think of this decision. This is being announced during Jump Festa, so, or I believe at the end of Jump Festa. But you guys get the point. Let me know what you guys think about this decision. Let me know how you guys feel, and what do you think other content should replace Explosive Chain Battle? Or did you think Explosive Chain Battle was fun? Let me know what you guys think. As always, I will see you all in the next one.